if you have an idea, just go with it, because at the same time, you want to stay safe, but you don't want to have any regrets later on in life.
Are you ready to hear business stories and learn effective ways to build relationships, generate sales, and level up your business from awesome CEOs, entrepreneurs, and founders without listening to a long interview? If so, you've come to the right place. Gresh values your time and is ready to share with you the valuable info you're in search of. This is the I Am CEO podcast.
Hello. This is Gresh from the I Am CEO podcast. I have a very special guest on the show today. I have James Ingram of DMV Sports Massage. James, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate all the awesome work that you're doing. And what I wanted to do is just read a little bit more about James so you can hear about some of that awesome work, and then we'll jump right into the interview. And James is the owner of DMV Sports Massage located in Alexandria, Virginia. He is one of the massage therapists for the UMD Terps, and he specializes in deep tissue and recovery. He is also a natural professional bodybuilder. James, great to have you on the show. Are you ready to speak to the IMCO community?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it then. So to kind of kick everything off, I wanted to rewind the clock a little bit, hear a little bit more on how you got started, what I call your CEO story.
So basically, so I'm a massage therapist and a natural professional bodybuilder. But I started off as a physical therapy tech and a personal trainer. I did that for about 9 years. The PT tech was my day job, and the personal training was the evening job / hobby. And I was really good at it for a little bit. But then in 2016, I went to massage school. That was a really good experience. And then I also, at the same time that I was graduating massage school, I opened up a little gym. It was for sale. I bought it because it was cheap, because I also wanted to, make a little wellness center. But I also, shortly after that, got an opportunity to work at the University of Maryland. So I had a gym that was over here and the Terps over here. So it was like a 50-mile difference in between. So it's kind of hard to balance between, training clients for bodybuilding, training myself for bodybuilding, training the regular gym clients, and then also running the gym. So eventually, one had to take precedence over the other. And it was just massage. Massage was basically, I just liked it better than being a gym owner. And then also the personal training was a little bit demanding, because if someone's training for a show, they want to ask you, can I have a brownie today? Is it in the program, or can you count it in, things like that. So, the massage is quick, people come in, tell you what they need, you do the service, they leave, they feel great, so. So basically, I finished all my shows and all that, and I just strictly did the massage. I had a great mentor. He has his own spa in Columbia. So I basically just picked his brain a little bit, a lot actually. And then that's when I started DMV Sports Massage. So that was November 2019, like right before the pandemic. So now here we are today.
Yeah, definitely an entirely new world. And it's so funny that you said the 50-mile radius. I'm in the DMV area as well. So 50 miles in the DMV area is really like times 3 a lot of times, depending on what time of day you're leaving.
Exactly.
So yeah, it makes so much sense. And trying to have to choose, what, one or the other. And a lot of times, like when we go through our lives and definitely in our businesses, sometimes we have to realize that there is a limited amount of resources, and you have to choose, what's going to be more of a priority. Not to say you don't have passion for the other thing, but sometimes you just have to pick and choose.
Like, I'm a beast, but at the same time, I'm like, if you got to go 50 miles, from the gym, and then go all the way to do massage at University of Maryland, it's going from Loudoun County to PG County. And it was okay for a while, but then after a while, you're kind of just like, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Yeah, that traffic will definitely get to you.
Yes, Route 50 to 495. Yeah. Those
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely been stuck on 95 going to 495 and back and forth, and that is definitely not a fun ride. But the good thing is you get to listen to a lot of podcasts and a lot of great, things that are going on.
Exactly.
But so I imagine that so I know you end up picking the path, for the sports massage. So I wanted to hear a little bit more about that. But I imagine too that the discipline and kind of like the focus that you have as a bodybuilder probably translates really well to you running your business and the work that you do there.
It does. So mainly with bodybuilding, I've always been a single sport kind of person. So I started off playing football, I was always small, so that didn't really work. But wrestling had weight classes, and wrestling is one-on-one. If you lose, it's because either, you gave up or the other guy was just better than you. So, I mean, I kind of like that because you can get better and better. You don't have to rely on your teammates, although you winning counts towards the team. Same thing with bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, you know, it's all you. It's no one's there to tell you, you know, you got to do this or that. You know, you could have teammates, but when you're on stage, it's you by yourself. And then even at work, like in the past, you know, I feel like I always work better by myself as opposed to having coworkers. Not saying, you know, some of them are bad, but you know, you just feel like you just get things done when it's just you. So yeah. And then with the bodybuilding, just being strict, that definitely, you have to be passionate to do that. So it translated over. So,
Yeah,
and I help a lot of people. So
yeah, that makes so much sense, and definitely, you know, that discipline. But like you said, a lot of times, there's so many, like even in, you know, team sports, as you said, there's so many codependent parts. I think that's the best way to say it. That sometimes even if you're taking care of your business, or the person next to you isn't, you can definitely lose. So it's great to be able to kind of see how that translates into building the business.
And it brings a lot of frustration if you think that you're putting your all and you're like, they're not. It's like, what are you doing on the team? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. That's where team morale has to definitely come in. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wanted to drill down and hear a little bit more about DMV Sports Massage. Could you take us through how you work with your clients and the services you provide?
So basically, I mean, I work with everybody, you know, from the 9-to-5er to the hardcore athlete. It's less aromatherapy and candles and more about, you know, muscle issues or just tight muscles. You know, people that are coming to me, they know exactly what they want for the most part. You know, they want deep tissue, you know, they don't want, you know, spa music and, you know, all that jazz you would get at a spa. But you know, the page that I have, the Instagram, like people can see what I offer. They really like that. And it works. I mean, I just basically help athletes recover. A lot of them will have a pre-event or a post-event. So they'll have like a bodybuilding competition on the weekend, or 4K, or 5K on the weekend, or a marathon. I get a lot of track athletes that'll have weekend events, Saturday events. And then people that'll have an event, they'll come the following weekend or the following Monday, 24 hours after, just to get a massage for recovery. So basically, it's basically what I do at Maryland, but for the general public. So it's a pretty good thing that I got going, and I got the idea from the athletes at Maryland, so that helped out a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest thing, as you even said, you know, talking about your mentor, make sure you surround yourself by really smart people, because being able to kind of have that information, that knowledge helps out, you know, a tremendous amount. And me having, I've ran, the longest I've ran is I've run a 10-miler, and I didn't realize until after, like, how important it is. They actually have people on spot after we run that recovery is, because if you don't do it, you will feel it for a lot of time afterwards. So I love that you do that, and how important. I feel like it's maybe, if not as equal as the training before, it helps you to recover, because you want to continue to get better. And it's hard to do that when you don't have that opportunity to recover.
You're absolutely right. Recovery is very important, as well as sleep. A lot of people don't get a lot of sleep, and that helps recovery tremendously, as well as like your hormones and all that other stuff. So make sure you're eating right and you're sleeping right. Yeah. Also stretching and getting your regular massages.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why, just like James was talking about, you know, having an environment around you is important. It's important to know and be able to reach out to James as well, too, because he has all that knowledge and information on how to get better and be better at that next step that we go. And so would you consider that to be what I call your secret sauce? You seem like you're able to not just have the knowledge and information that you have, but you're also able to lean on, you know, the expertise of others and be able to provide that to others. Would you consider that to be part of your secret sauce?
Yes. So my mentor, he's amazing. His name's Stephen Conti. He owns a spa in Columbia. It's called Tokar Spa. But I ask him all the questions. We work together at Maryland. He's my boss there, and he's helped me with my technique, everything. He's like, you know, ask the athletes if they need this, that. And then eventually he had me be the lead therapist there. So, I mean, it's been a great opportunity, and it's always good to have him to lean on. And like the secret sauce for me is Instagram. Instagram is like key, because people can see a bunch of things from there. They can see that, number one, that I'm a male, because in massage, male and female don't necessarily want a male therapist. So number one, you can see that. And the other thing you can see is my technique. So when you're watching these videos, you can see oh, I like that technique. Oh, or a lot of them tell me that they imagine themselves getting the massage. Or some people say they just watch the page and just fall asleep. So Instagram has been the best because I was on Groupon for about 4 months. And with Groupon, you can't really see anything. You're just reading a description. And then when you come in, people are like, oh, could I have a female therapist? I'm like, it's just me. So Instagram, everyone knows who they're getting. They know what they're getting. They'll come in and show me a video of what they want. So, I mean, Instagram's just been great. It's a great tool for anybody that has a service. So I think that Instagram's like one of my best, or probably my favorite thing in terms of marketing.
Great to kind of hear how you've been able to kind of leverage that. And so I wanted to switch gears a little bit, and I wanted to ask you for what I call a CEO hack. So this could be like an app, a book, or a habit that you have, but what's something that makes you more effective and efficient?
Let's see. So I'd say stay positive, stay passionate, and stay consistent. Most things I'm passionate about, I'll try to, if I fail or do something wrong, I'll try to fix it, not cry about it. So I'd say, I listen to the feedback of others, like my clients, my mentor, just anybody. I'll listen to the feedback. And I feel like that has helped me a lot because, some business owners will say, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, or like, you don't have to verbalize it, just take it and don't cry about it. It doesn't make any sense. But I'd say just be confident. I think I have a winning mentality. Like I always try to figure out like what I can do to be better or win. And I think that's also played a role, with the sports I played growing up. I know it's just me. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do to win. And I think that has helped me become a better business owner. Just listen to criticism, staying passionate, staying positive, and then just moving forward. Because I started right before coronavirus. So you had to be positive during that time. Yeah, so it was up and down, but I came out on top. So it was a good experience. So.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you now for what I call a CEO nugget. So this could be a word of wisdom or piece of advice. It might be something, if you were to hop into a time machine, you would tell your younger business self.
CEO nugget. So I would say, if you have an idea, just go with it, because at the same time, you want to stay safe, but you don't want to have any regrets later on in life. As long as you're confident, you have a good mindset, and you have an idea and you talk to people about it, just follow your heart and your mind. If you know that you're going to be successful, it'll come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? People are going to tell you that you're going to fail or it's not a good idea, but they may not have the right mindset as you. You know what I'm saying? Because like I would say, I'm going to open up a massage business. And people are saying, well, it's a female dominated industry. You'll have to hire someone to answer the phones. You got to hire a scheduling person. You can't do that many massages in one day. And I'm like, I kind of got it figured out already. So, I handle everything and it's great, but you just have to listen to yourself, and you just have to do it. You really just have to do it. If you fail, at least in the back of your mind that you tried, and you can't really care about anyone else's opinion.
Yeah.
That's helping me in sports as well. You just can't care about anyone else's opinion. So, you just have to be confident. That's pretty much the main thing.
Definitely appreciate that, James. And so I wanted to ask you now my absolute favorite question, which is the definition of what it means to be a CEO. We're hoping to have different quote unquote CEOs on the show. So James, what does being a CEO mean to you?
To me, it means that I'm a leader. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. I am an example. Because we've all, most people have had, a boss or a leader or someone, and you can kind of see what you don't like in that person, what you do like. And so you just have to set a good example, be honest, be truthful, and just be a good leader. I just like being in charge of everything. Like working in PT clinics, you have the PTs telling you what to do. Working in a gym, you have like the managers or the head personal trainers telling you what to do. Working in a spa, you have like the spa manager, the head lead therapist telling you what to do. So, I picked bits and pieces of what I liked and what I didn't like. I'm like, I can just do this myself, so And you just learn the qualities, like, I like how this person always handles situations. I didn't like how this person handled situations. And you just go from there and just become your own CEO.
Well, James, I truly appreciate
it. It all blended together for me. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
Yo, you're good. Absolutely. I appreciate that, James, and I appreciate your time even more. What I want to do is just pass you the mic, so to speak, just to see if there's anything additional that you can let our readers and listeners know, and of course, how best they can get a hold of you and find out about all the awesome things you're working on.
The best way to get a hold of me would be you can go on dmvsportsmassage.com, or you can email me at dmvsportsmassage@gmail.com. Or follow me on Instagram. That's probably the best thing. You can message me on Instagram, see my videos, follow, all that stuff. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, James, we'll definitely have those links and information in the show notes as well, too, so that everybody can follow up with you. But appreciate you for taking some time out. Appreciate all the awesome work you do. And I hope you have a phenomenal rest of the day.
Thank you for listening to the I Am CEO podcast, powered by CB Nation and Blue 16 Media. Tune in next time and visit us at imceo.co. I Am CEO is not just a phrase, it's a community. Don't forget to schedule your complimentary digital marketing consultation at blue16media.com. This has been the I Am CEO podcast with Gresham Harkless Jr. Thank you for listening.